Hello. Day 3 of screaming into the void. I don't really have anything to talk about today, so I thought I'd just tell all my 0 viewers about how I ended up being a 44-year-old unemployed loser. I suppose you go back to when I was 30. I started realizing I had the inability. I was starting to lose the ability to move. I couldn't run. Walking, like, I had to stop. I would trip over while walking quite a lot. But I ignored it because I'm a man. Just ignore it, you know? It'll be fine. She'll be right, mate. And then when I was about 40, I thought I'd better go to the doctor. And yeah, about a year later, I was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. But once again, I was like, it'll be right, mate. Didn't think it would affect me. And then, yeah, I started performing poorly at work, and I didn't realize I was performing poorly at work because I was pretending like I was pretending like I was okay. And anyway, I got to a point where I couldn't redeem myself. I had performed so poorly at work, I had to quit. I could have hung in there, I could have improved it, but it's too much effort. I don't think I was going to be able to do it. So yeah, back in July this year, quit my job. So yeah, haven't worked since July, and I don't really know what I'm going to do. Because what can I do? I've got multiple sclerosis, and it's kind of limits my opportunities. I can't do very physical roles like labor jobs or anything like that. And what's the word? Say you get lesions in the brain as well. I've got lesions in my brain, on my spine. So not only is my physical ability compromised, but my brain, I can't even think of the words right now. I will think of them. I'll come back to this. So yeah, that's why I'm unemployed, because I have multiple sclerosis. Now I'm kind of lucky. I've got a wife who loves me, which is very important. Like, you have to have that. Like, it would be much harder for me if I was single. But I'm lucky she's working still. We've got savings, so we're not panicking or anything like that. So I'm very, very lucky in that regard. It's like and the work I do around the house, housework and stuff, makes it easier for her when she gets home. So having me unemployed at this stage is actually very good for her. So she has to do less work when she gets home. It used to be both of us working long hours and then coming home trying to wrangle the kids and housework, and we get angry at each other. But now, with me at home, I can do all that, and so she can come home and just relax a bit more. So for now, the short to medium term, it's been quite good, but it may become a problem in a while if I don't start making some money. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. If anyone watches this, which I highly doubt anyone will, but if anyone does watch this, please let me know in the comments what you think I should do. So I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I've just been hanging around the house. So what have I done since I grew a beard? Doing alright, eh? So I quit my job since I'm not in corporate anymore. I'll grow a beard. July this year I quit. Yeah, honest. I know, I've been growing this for a few years. It's a bit messier now. I had to tie it up today. I didn't. I just felt like it. What else? What did I felt like back in July when I first quit, I felt really emasculated. I felt like I had to do something. but I didn't know what to do. My wife liked watching these scary stories on YouTube before she went to sleep. So she'd put them on the TV, like Mr. Nightmare, or her favorite's actually Broccoli Animations, which is his animations. So I actually I made an AI slop scary story channel. Didn't get many. I mean, I got like 7,000 views all up. Got 107 subscribers. But I didn't make it for that. I made it for my wife, and I suppose I want to veer off of here. People give AI slop a lot of grief, and AI slop can be slop. It can be very quickly and easily made, but some of it, like the stuff I made, it took a lot of effort. Like I had to come up with ideas, and then me and AI would bounce back and forth, and would feed it into the AI and come up with these stories, and the stories were all stupid. Like from that, like the AI would make dumb mistakes, and so I had to go back and fix that up and tell the AI it was stupid, but then once you get that, then you have to feed it into 11 labs, and and that's a bit stupid as well. So that took time. That took a lot of time actually. That was probably the longest. That took that into editing, and then once you get the voice done, then you've got to then you've got to get stock footage, and then you've got to create AI images or AI videos, and then you've got to put it all together in CapCut or whatever editing software you use, and then you've got transitions and effects and all that jazz. It was a job. It was a full-time job making these stupid videos. So don't be, if you are out there thinking AI slop is all low effort garbage, no, there's a bit of work in it. And I think we should appreciate it a bit more, because the quality AI slop will rise to the top. There will be quality AI slop out there. Yeah, and it's not all bad. I listened to this one AI slop channel. I'll give him a shout out, even though no one's going to watch this, so I won't really benefit him. But it's called Whisper Stories. I've never heard the end of a story. I put the headphones on, I turn it on, it's got the rain sound, it's got this deep, monotonous, droning AI voice, and it just knocks me out like that. I'm out. Never heard the end of it. You never heard the end of a story. I don't know what happens. I don't know if the stories are any good or anything. I'm not really, probably not really helping them out. But if you want to go to sleep, it's great. Worked well for me. Yeah, I mean, I used to have something similar to that back in the day. We had pay-per-view TV, and one of the channels was National Geographic. It wasn't free to air. Had to pay for it as part of the Sky TV package or whatever. And every night I'd chuck on Finding Bigfoot. Out like a light. Never saw a whole episode. I don't even know if they found Bigfoot. I hope they did. I hope they did find Bigfoot, because that would be really cool. Yeah. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not the smartest guy, So it's not like I can just go do smart people stuff. I'm a bit of a dumbass. Well, I'm not that dumb. I did an IQ test. I got 88 out of 100, which is top 30th percentile. So, pretty smart. But not too smart, So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just rambling into the void right now. What do you do if you're 44 and disabled? What would you do? I don't know. Like, I've been watching videos on how to create YouTube channels, and they say to do all this stuff, but I can't be bothered. Like, I don't know if you... No, you haven't. No one's watched my video, but I already made 2 videos, and they were like, go into the editing, chop out all the silence and all that sort of stuff. I can't be bothered. I don't want to. So I don't really care. I don't think I'm not gonna make any money off this. This is just I'm just talking shit, I'm like, I'm just doing this to feel like I'm doing something, you know? I just want to feel like I'm doing something. Because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what's worth doing. You know? I mean, I'm struggling with reality right now. I look out in the world. It's all weird. What's going on? It doesn't feel real. Like, nothing feels real. It feels off. I don't know. I don't know. You know, and you watch politics. Again, look at politics, and it's just dumb people saying dumb stuff. You know, blaming other people. One side is saying, hey, it's those people's fault. The other side says, hey, it's those people's fault. I've sort of gone off topic. I'm meant to be talking about why I'm a 44-year-old unemployed loser. If you like listening to schizo rants that go off on tangents, this is the channel for you. Yeah, like the left side of politics, they're all like, it's those rich people's fault. If you vote us, and we'll steal their money and give it to you. Like, what? What? Like, I'm neither left nor right, but I think that's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, what else? So yeah, what should we talk about? I don't know. I should probably plan these better rather than just ranting and raving, but no one's watching anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If you do watch, you have any advice, let me know. I look forward to the comments. Yeah, so I suppose, I don't know. Yeah, I'm unemployed. Got nothing to do. People are saying, hey, go on the internet, look for jobs. I don't want to. I don't actually want a job. Why would I want a job? Not working for the last 4 months. It has been a bit boring. I have found a bit emasculated, but it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. It's been quite relaxing. Like, I get up like 8 o'clock, get the kids ready for school, come back, have a coffee, you know, do the dishes. I love doing the dishes. The dishes is my jam. The kids are like, get a dishwasher. I'm like, no. I like doing the dishes. There's something zen about it, you know. I fill the tank with hot water, the sink. I fill the sink with hot water, then I put in the glass. I do the glass first, right? Because you want the clean water for the glass. So now I'm sure you're all loving this chat about the dishes, but you do the glass first, right? So it's nice and clean. The hottest, cleanest water does the glass. And then you do the utensils, right? Because you still got clean water, it's still quite hot, still the hottest it's going to be. And then, you know, and those go in your mouth. So you want them first. You don't want to do them last. You want to do them first. And then I do the plates. Because food goes on the plates. So you do them after the cutlery, still clean. And then you do, so what do I do? Oh, then you do everything else really. Doesn't really matter. You do pots, pans, plastics. You do all them there. Do all them last. And then yeah. And then I sit them there to dry. And then when my son gets home, I say, oi, do the dishes. Put the dishes away. And the dishes are done. It takes like 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes, uses 10-15 litres of water in the sink. What's the dishwasher use? 70 litres? 100 litres? How long does it take? It takes like half an hour to an hour to wash the dishes. So you gotta load it, you gotta wait for it. It uses all the water and electricity. And then then everyone complains about unloading it. And then half the time the dishwasher hasn't cleaned them anyway. Whereas if you just clean them yourself, it takes 10 minutes. Yeah, I should start a professional YouTube dishwashing channel. Just videos of me washing the dishes. Do it like Zen, like ASMR dishwashing. maybe. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. Yeah. So yeah, that's I like doing the dishes. I think people should I'm not used to these yeah, it's back to front. But anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I do the dishes, I vacuum, put a load of washing on. Then yeah, then I sit down, I have a coffee, watch a bit of YouTube. I love YouTube. Yesterday I baked bread. We had bread and soup. It's very, very healthy. It's nice having baked bread, you know, and it's not hard even nowadays. I got myself a Breville bread oven, bread maker. You just put the ingredients in, turn it on. 3 hours later, 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours later, freshly baked loaf of bread. Perfect. Once again, takes me like 10 minutes to get the ingredients, put them in, done. Life's so easy nowadays. Everyone's complaining about how hard life is. It's pretty fucking easy. Pretty easy. No, I'm pretty privileged at the moment. Like I said, I got savings. I got a lovely wife who's happy to look after me. That's, you know, but you know, it's pretty easy. We could be like Stone Age hunter-gatherers, you know. That would be hard. Living in a cold cave, wild animals, having to go out and actually chase your food, or dig it out of the ground. Wait for the time of year that it grows on the trees. Yeah, this is pretty easy when you think about it, you know. Everyone's always complaining these days. Yeah, I live in a first world nation. I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I live in New Zealand. New Zealand. We have a ridiculous accent. The most ridiculous of accents. I think the word ridiculous really sums up how ridiculous. I mean, listen how we say it. It's about ridiculous, and we say ridiculous. We have a ridiculous accent. We muck up all our vowels. Like we pronounce our I's as U's and all sorts of shit. You know, like this way. You know, fish and chips. You know, New Zealand. You know, it's the worst accent. And I'll tell you a funny story. When I was younger, like all our TV came from England and America and stuff. You know, and I was like, wait, don't that sound like those English people? I thought we sounded like those American people. They had that standard accent that they had on most of their shows. I was like, that's what we sound like. I sound like that guy. Then I was watching this awards ceremony. This was back in the 90s. I was watching this awards ceremony on the TV, and there's an American host. And I was like, that's what we sound like. And then he brought on Rachel Hunter, famous New Zealand supermodel from the 90s. That's a topic we need to bring back supermodels. We don't. What happened? But anyway, Rachel Hunter came on. Then she started talking, and I was like, my God. My God, is that what we sound like? Ugh. Ooh. Yuck. What a gross accent. Yeah. If anyone does watch this, let me know what you think of my stupid accent in the comments. So, yeah. Yeah. 44, unemployed loser. Not a complete loser. I do have a wife. I do have children. But I don't have any purpose or direction in life. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I need to do. I want to do something. Like if I was single, I'd just go live in a van. Live in a van down by the river, like that. Like that. What was his name? Farley. Chris Farley. He had that. That was funny. You live in a van by the river? Yeah, I do actually. Wouldn't mind it. Yeah. It'd be a lot easier if I was an alcoholic. I used to be an alcoholic. But it'd be a lot easier if I was still an alcoholic. Like I haven't had a drink in 4 years. Like if I was still an alcoholic, I'd just drink all day, you know? Easy. Just drink all day. Wife will get angry with me. I'll yell at her. You don't understand. I'm an unemployed loser. She'd kick me out. And then I go live in a van by the river. But I'm not an alcoholic. Now what do? I have to stay home all day sober doing chores. I still have a horrific nicotine addiction though. Yeah. Verbal diarrhea. No silly hat today. Yeah. Oh, no one's watched my videos. No one knows. For the first 2 videos I wore this silly hat. It's not silly. My wife brought it for me. It's a cool hat. Keeps my head warm. You know? Check my affiliate link in the comments. Joking. I don't. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, what else can we talk about? Yeah, we talk about corporate jobs compared to non-corporate jobs. Yeah, why not? In my 20s I drove forklifts. Cool, eh? I love driving forklifts. I could have a job driving. I could go back to driving forklifts, I suppose. But that would mean getting up early in the morning, going to work. Don't really want to. I mean, and if you're at home right now with a job watching this game, you need to get a job. You understand what I'm saying. You understand. You understand when I say I don't really want a job. Do you really want your job? Do you? Yeah, so I suppose I could go back to driving forklifts. Problem is though with the MS, sometimes I get double vision. That was one of the first symptoms that came up actually when I was in my mid-20s. When I was in my mid-20s, I was driving forklifts one day and I was like getting this pallet down. I worked in a paint warehouse, so it's like 500 kilograms of paint on a pallet. It's like 4 meters high in the air, and I'm like looking up, squinting with my double vision. It's like, what's going on? And I got it. I managed to get these pallets down. I just kept driving. And I saw my boss, and I was like, "Hey, boss, I'm out. Got a bit of double vision going on." He's like, "Get off the bloody forklift, mate. What are you doing?" And I went to the doctor, and he's like, "I don't know what the problem is. I'll just go home. It'll be fine." And I went home. I was on my way home, and he rings me up. He's like, "I've just been doing some reading. Your brain might be bleeding. You better go to the hospital." I was like, "Okay." So we went to the hospital. They kept me in overnight. I still remember what they diagnosed me with then. Idiosyncratic partial palsy of the 6th cranial nerve. Wasn't, yeah, I mean, it wasn't an it was a partial palsy of the 6th cranial nerve, but unbeknownst to us, it was probably MS. It was probably my immune system attacking the nerve in my eye, which is what caused it. Yeah. The more we know, the more we know. So yeah, I get a bit of double vision. I have right side weakness. Whole right side is weak. It's like very emasculating. Because I was never like super strong, but now I am weak. Like actual weak. It's quite funny. Try to open a jar, can't. Give it to the wife. She's got Popeye arms, you know. Poof, opens the jars. Yeah. So yeah, that was I don't know how long this video's been. I've been rambling. 20. I've been rambling for 24 minutes, according to this. That's probably enough, I think. Yeah, if anyone does watch this and you like listening to my verbal diarrhea, tune in. I'm not going to stop making them. I don't care if anyone watches them. Yeah. Who knows? You should watch. I might develop a purpose. I might figure out what I want to do. You might be interested in finding that out, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I'm Cripple Rick. Thanks for Thanks Void for listening to my screams. See you on the next one. Up the wires. Let's go.